Hello everyone. Welcome back to Spiritual Growth Tarot and Astrology. I'm Denise, and this video will be devoted to all of your viewer questions, if I can get my mouth working right, to your viewer questions that were left over from my live stream with Lisa that we have every Tuesday at 1:11 p.m. Pacific. And then others that people have either dropped into the comments, feel free to do that too, or email them to me. Actually emailing to spiritualgrowthtarot@gmail.com, although it's really long. But there's a hot link under every single one of my videos and on the About page, if you go to my YouTube page. But anyway, get the question to me somehow, but the easiest for me anyway is email. Okay, so with that, without further ado, let me bring the other camera over here over my table and we'll get started on this list here. Okay, hold on. Okay, so the first question I'm going to address, many people has asked, wondering the future of the Republican Party. So years ago, well, a few years ago, I think, yeah, before I even started my channel, on my Facebook page, somebody wanted me to read on the GOP, the future of the GOP. So I used this haunted house deck because it seemed appropriate, if you like it. But anyway, and I think it might have been close to Halloween, but this is the card that came out as like the end result. This is what the GOP would be doing to themselves. So let me take this card out and put it in the middle. Bear with me while I make a little bit of noise and reshuffle to get things realigned. And let's just check and see, as of right before the full moon, October 2022, what is the future of the GOP? What is the future of the grand old party? Because people are wondering if, Mark especially was wondering if they we're going to do something rotten to win the midterm elections. So let's look at the midterms first to see how will the midterms go for the GOP. I think when it comes to will they do something rotten, we could say that they already have, okay, right? Because we know they're already they've already been gerrymandering, creating awful voter suppression situations all over the states. But, November's coming. So let's see, how's it going to go for them? And I'm going to take my own bias out of the read and just clearly get the future. How will the midterms go for the GOP? I don't think we can call it the grand old party anymore, can we? Maybe you guys can come up with some better names. I bet you can. You all are hilarious. Okay, forces in motion. We have the 6. So the main thing that's going on here with the 6 of Wands is they're doing anything they can to create some type of victory. This is, to me, it feels like winning at all costs. They're doing everything they can to see themselves, or to make themselves, being seen. It feels like, attack ads, lies, putting things out there. Let's see, their greatest challenge. Temperance. And just look at the image we have here, right? This is temperance, but look at the women. Their greatest challenge is the 167 million women, or 167,000 voting women, I should say. Yeah. Wow. Okay. So I think the rest of the cards I'll look at. I think let's just do 5 cards and look at the future. I think should be plenty. Okay. How's it going to go for the GOP in November? How's it going to go for these guys? Well, we have the King of Cups here. This is Biden. Interesting. Okay. So Biden is going to be causing them to have nightmares of some type. The Nine of Swords is, you don't really get out from underneath. And I chose to not do reversals with this deck because you don't need them. I mean, you can if you want, but I wanted to let you see the images rather than deal with a reversal. But anyhow, with the Nine of Swords, I feel like this card is failure in this situation. Yeah, Biden could be their worst nightmare. But I think they have traumatized the women so much with, the Roe v. Wade, with canceling Roe v. Wade. 19 states already having major voter suppression issues. Yeah, Roe v. Wade is just more than enough right there. I mean, it's all over the board. I could sit here for 15 minutes and list all the awful things they've done, but we really want to get to the answer. So, Biden and the Democratic Party, men who care about their women, right? Everybody has a sister, pretty much. Everyone has a sister, mother. We all have mothers, right? Women in their family they care about and know the atrocities of women not having reproductive freedom. And they know what it could be like being a man that, couldn't take care of his own health care. I mean, that's just ridiculous. So, on one level, I feel like this is Biden. On another level, I feel like this is men, healthy men who are very, they have no problems with their masculinity. They're very healthy that way. And they're in touch with their wisdom to the point that I don't think they even have much of the male vote anymore because this is failure. And then with the moon card right here, failure over the lies, failure over the deceit, right? And then we have the Queen of Pentacles here. And with this card, I feel like the situation here has to do with women who don't want to be dependent on men, women who don't want to be worrying, don't want to be moving through life worrying as to whether or not they might get pregnant and couldn't take care of themselves. So, yeah, failure around that as well. And then we have the Queen of Wands, who's, you don't mess with her. You don't mess with her. This may also be Liz Cheney coming through. Because I used to get that card for her whenever I'd read on the GOP. I would always get the Queen of Wands. That was even before we knew, that she was going to take care of the January 6th situation. Let's see what was at the bottom. 3 of Cups, the women. Again, back to the women. The women. And look at all the blue. And then we have the Knight of Swords here. So, or no, actually, you know what? This is the Page of Swords. In this deck, the helmets are the pages. So, even though I kind of want to call it a knight, but it's not. It's a page. So, the women who, look at that. I mean, if we just go with the images, maybe you don't even need to know the meaning of this card. Just go with the image. It's like she's going to burn this friggin' house down. So, I think, let me double check using the, I think I'll use Kipper, just for the heck of it. And just to get an extra perspective from a different system, because it feels to me like it's not going to go well. I mean, to have that 9 of Swords up there, that's major failure. So, but anyway, let's, hold on here. Okay, so I'm using, where's the box? Tiro Marchetti's Kipper. So, how's it going to go for the GOP midterms? Okay. I think I'll just do 10 cards. Yeah. How's it going to go for the GOP? Yeah. Uh-huh. Of course, it's all about the money. The main male, we know this doesn't have anything to do with Trump for the midterms, because he's not, even though, you know, he's the only thing they have. I feel like this main male over here would be McTurtle, right? Get these in frame here, my goodness. There we go. Okay, so this is the worst card in the deck. This is like, you know, no job. Well, this is the 9 of Swords equivalent, but worse, because it doesn't go away. This is being tortured with stress, and just, you know, you can't, they have so many demands upon them that they can't make. They have nothing to offer. The only thing that McTurtle can do is try to just, you know, hold everything off. But they're not offering their people anything. So, and then here you have, you know, here you have the Democrats that are doing, not only offering, but doing things to help. To have despair for the future of the GOP, for this card to show up with the coffin, it's like a lot of worry that ends in a painful ending to their reputation. They have no honor. Their reputation is trash. And this courthouse card here, so they're worried about legal situations. They're worried about January 6th. They're worried, very, very worried about the judicial process that is, you know, that we're going through with Trump, with January 6th, with many other legal situations that he is. And if we do want to call this the Trump card, well, these two cards do tie together, because I always get these two cards for Trump. This is usually in there. This is almost always there. This is his mental illness, but this is also the mental illness of the Republican Party. I mean, the best we have going is Liz Cheney, and just that she wants to hold the democracy of the, you know, the republic. It just irked her to no end that there was not the you know, peaceful transfer of power. And because she's right, it leads to an autocratic, situation, and it leads to, that's what dictators do. So that's where they've been heading us, and change is coming. A lot of money could be coming in. Trump is definitely grifting off of his people. But the gift that keeps on giving is him and his mental illness. This card here is about depression. If we just took Trump out of this reading, or Mitch McConnell, we would still wind up with depression, mental illness. They're unaware of how bad it is. They're unaware of the changes. They do want to take away people's Social Security and Medicare and Medicaid. They want us to revisit it every 5 years. Well, that you know where that will go, or how that will go. This is a card of ignorance and feeling very, excuse me, helpless. So it doesn't look good. For this card to come through, it's a painful ending. No jobs, no security, no nothing with these guys. And something's coming down the line, like how many lawsuits if this is Trump, how many lawsuits will get him down the line? We have Georgia with Fani Willis, we have Letitia James in New York. I mean, the list goes on and on. Besides what he tried to do with, what he did do with the insurrection, inciting a riot, all of that. And all of his moves to just bring in the money, right? Just to grift off his people. Yeah. It looks to me, though, when you mirror these and bookend them together, it's very possible that he has a major mental health issue that doesn't even take him to 2024. And then if I read this as Mitch McConnell, it's possible that he has health changes as well. Nevertheless, this card is all about endings that are painful, possibly people resigning, people having to let go, people having to think, revisit the issue from a whole different angle. It's the end. And it's the end of their reputation, their success. It's the end of these like old geezers. Yeah, there is not the ability to rise above this with all these negative cards, because these cards all influence each other. We have negative cards around this one, and we have legal issues over their reputation. So no one trusts them anymore, or enough people don't trust them anymore. Let's see, what else? So something painful, a painful loss for Trump and I think Mitch McConnell. There's worry and worry and worry and more worry around bringing the money in, and they, worry about future success. Worry and despair over opportunities that could be coming in with them if they were in charge, right? I mean, it would just be awful. But how long would it last is what I'm wondering, right? I don't see them winning. Not with the change card here, and not with the change card hanging over Mitch McConnell and the health card over here. Let's see what was at the bottom of this deck. Votes. I can't imagine that this would be Melania. It's like, this courtship card has to do with teamwork and people getting together. So votes that bring people together over a long time, I think that's us. Because we've been here back and forth. You know, this is like Roe v. Wade going to the past. So I don't see them doing well, honestly. I just don't. I don't think that they're going to win. You don't have these two cards in a spread and win. Doesn't go that way. Okay. So what else? I know there was another. Oh yeah, Geek Hillbilly. Hey Geek. He wants to know about Rand Paul because Rand Paul didn't show up. He didn't show up for the debate with Charles Booker. That was really important. Really good. He just didn't show up. Instead, he ran a bunch of attack ads, I guess. I'm trying to figure out, is this even the right deck to use? Because he's wondering how it's going to go for Rand Paul in the future. I think he's trying to run for like his third term after, you know, his neighbor beat him up, broke his ribs. I mean, this guy's just a mess waiting to happen. I think I'll just use the regular tarot with Rand Paul. Let's use, let me use this one and allow for reversals. So Rand Paul. What is your political future? Let's just look at Rand Paul's political future. Sorry if this makes you dizzy. Oh, and these cards are so slippery. Okay. Rand Paul. How are you going to do? Will you be unseated? Will Charles Booker win? Okay, Rand Paul. How's Rand Paul going to do? I just heard not well. Oh, come on. Rand Paul. There we go. Eight of Wands reversed. Biggest challenge is the Fool reversed. Let's do 5 cards. King of Cups. Maybe that's Charles Booker. I have no idea the sign of Charles Booker. 5 of Swords reversed. Page of Wands. He's got a big mouth, doesn't he? 6 of Swords moving on. 7 of Cups. Yeah. Let's see what was at the bottom. Oops, I'm so sorry. The Sun and the 4 of Wands reversed. 5 of, the Hierophant reversed. Yeah, this is kind of stuck. Not able to bring it home. Something's going to come out. Something will be revealed. Yeah, why didn't he want to show up for the debate? Right? Okay, but here, let's look at these. So with the 8 of Wands reversed, he's going nowhere fast. Whatever his intentions are, don't hit the ground. They stay up in the air, and he's just pretty much lost. It's a card of not having a good result. It's a card of missing opportunities, so this makes sense that, this is mirroring his not showing up for the debate. It actually really hurt him. And then with the Fool reversed, I think his biggest challenge is that people see him as being just, unprepared because he didn't show up. Right? These 2 cards are really telling the whole story right here. And that really did hurt him, that he didn't show up. Okay, and then the King of Cups, Now, normally it's my Biden card, but I think that it's more about, now, again, I don't know Charles Booker's, if he's a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. It may just be that the King of Cups straight up is usually about loyalty and wisdom, somebody that's a good person. Well, that's not him. But this could be Charles Booker. And then with the Five of Swords reversed, well, this can be major communication problems. And then when it comes to, sometimes straight up it's defeat. And, like winning at any price. It's like our scorched earth card, right? But when it's reversed, I sometimes see it as revenge. Could just be that wise men have revenge over him. And then the Page of Wands doesn't feel to me like Rand Paul is very mature. This is like the guy. This is, that teenage energy that just talks and they go for what they want. And it doesn't mean that they're very mature. But on another level, this card is all about news coming out. So that definitely goes with these other cards that were at the bottom of the deck. And with the Hierophant reversed, also at the bottom, this could be, like his rebellion around showing up could really work against him. Especially with that Four of Wands reversed there too. Yeah. This is a card, when it comes through, it's like, somebody's not welcome into the home. Right? His neighbor sure doesn't like him. The Six of Swords is someone moving on. And the Seven of Cups is because they have so many better options. Anybody would be a better option than Rand Paul. Yeah. Also, this is our immigration card. This is a transition card. He could be, maybe immigration is a major problem for him. Yeah, there's that possibility in Kentucky. I don't know. I honestly don't know. But with the Seven of Cups, I feel like he's just, he's going away. But it's to maybe just sit in his house and daydream. Right? What else could this be about, It's new, moving forward with some other new opportunities. I'm not seeing like he stays, Let me use the Lenormand real quick and see. Does he stay or does he go? Is he unseated, or I'm not even going to try with those cards. Putting them back together, they're too slippery. Actually, let me just use this deck. There we go. So with the Lenormand, let's see. What's the situation after the election? Where is Rand Paul going to be after the election? Is he going to be solidly in, or is he gone? What's the deal there? Let's do this real quickly, and then I'll let it go. Rand Paul. Well... Yeah, I think he could be staying home, having better times. He's okay. Let me do 5 more cards here. Where are you going to be, Rand Paul, after the election? Huh? Yeah. 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 No. What was at the bottom? Well, I don't like getting this one at the bottom because this means staying there. But let's see, these other cards. Changes. For Rand Paul, there's going to be change. This would be leaving. This could be making new connections. This is like mental problems and darkness. A flow of wise people who want more safety and security and care cause him to rethink. And his money, power, protection end because of some secrets that have been let loose. People are more wise than that. It's hard to say with this, just because with having the anchor at the bottom, maybe it's just that he's stuck. Especially having the clover kind of stuck. I can't. I'd have to say it ends and he moves on and there's change. But with the house there, that I don't like seeing that. Let me get another layer here. Let's try a little bit more. Maybe this is just the process. It might be that he has the flow of money. The flow of money. And then it's seen. Or maybe his flow of money ends. Yeah, and then change. Is he going to be staying? Will he get it? Will he get his new term, or will he be leaving? I mean, this is leaving, but he might try again later. Okay, so that's the public. Emotional things are the key. Something with a woman? I don't know, you guys. A woman that moves things, gets things moving? That does, because a woman doesn't, maybe this is the stand-in card for all the women that in Kentucky that don't want anything to do with him anymore. Yeah, news coming out. Yeah, something's definitely wrong there. Oh. Something wrong and abusive. Yeah, and then there's loyalty to the women. I honestly don't see him staying. Probably there was enough with just the tarot reading there to show, but I don't see him getting reelected. Honestly. Not with this card there. And especially, probably just didn't need to draw any more cards, really. It's these two cards right here and the secrets in the middle that tell everything right here. So sorry for taking you on a little wild goose chase there. It's these two that tell the whole story. And something about money. Some news is going to come out. And going back to the tarot reading with that Page of Wands up here, some news is going to be coming out about how he's gotten his money. Maybe that's the reason he didn't want to show up from the debate, or show up to the debate. He would wanting to hide from something that could come through during the debate. Interesting. Because when all they can do is come back with attack ads, then there's something wrong. Right? And that's what he did. Attack ads that were ridiculous. Didn't even make any sense. So, anyway, that's it. Thanks you guys for hanging in there. I'll try and get this uploaded right away. Take good care. Bye.